I went ahead and washed out all that brake dust in there. No need to breathe any of that in. Look, virgin metal. You can see that it's some sort of black paint on it. So I am going to drain this out in a minute, see if it's a C-clip eliminator. This rear end here is one. It has Moser axles in it. If this is not one, I probably will swap out those rear ends, and I'll just keep this in storage somewhere. I got a bushing kit too, and that's going to be a separate video as well. I don't want these brake lines to get damaged, so I'm going to take them off right now. Factory brake lines right there. This rear end needs to be rebuilt, so no matter what, either this rear end or another end's going to get some work done to it. That's some nasty stuff there. That could have been changed out at some point. Didn't spill a drop so far. But the wind's getting it. Maybe we should lower those forks down. All caramelized. It's just nasty. Let's know this needs to get rebuilt for two reasons. One, it's leaking out of this pinion seal. Chances are the pinion bearings are on the way out. Probably original. Two is, I don't want the gear ratio that's in it. The car will most likely get some sort of overdrive. I don't see an S-spring in there. I don't see clutch pack. Clearly this is an opener end. I'm spinning one side here. Take like the cross pin lock bolt out or whatever you call it. This guy right here. Then we'll take the center pin out and then see if the axles slide in. Still tight. If you recall, when I did my Ford, this bolt was all loose as hell. Yeah, I'm not seeing no C-clip in here. And actually, the axles aren't touching this. Usually they're right up on this pin. We're looking like we're in pretty good shape here so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this pin back in, and then I'll take the nuts off the backing plate. See if we can get the axle out that way. What I'm probably going to do is clean all these parts up. Wash out this rear end so it's all ready to be rebuilt. And then stick it back in the car dry. It's not like the car is going down the road or being towed or anything. Plus it's getting all new parts anyway. So the cross pin's back in. Here's a look at the top on this. See how much clearance is on either side of this pin. I'll be taking the nuts out on the other side of these studs and then seeing if I can pop the axle out that way. Might be able to do it with leaving the brakes on there, but I'm going to clean up all the stuff anyway, so I guess I'm going to take the brakes off at this point. Take these 4 nuts off here. I get these T-bolts out of here. Got my slide hammer on it. We'll see if my slide hammer actually gets something out. Yep. Yeah, that's some gummy stuff. Yeah, you can see there's no machine groove for like a C-clip. That bearing's pressed on the axle. At least on this one, the backing plate slides over the bearing. Unlike that AMC. I'm gonna be washing all this stuff up in a solvent tank tonight. Those are 28 splined axles. Here's they're about the same length. I'll be taking this carrier out, washing that out with solvent, and washing this whole housing inside and out with solvent. And I'm gonna wash the inside of this housing with salt and water. These caps have an arrow pointing to the outside. Looks like this cap that has like a 1 on it is on the driver's side. And then the one with a 13 is on the passenger side. I'll jot that down. They both say 152 on it. I got an ARP stud kit coming for this rear end. This thing's probably preloaded pretty good. I have to keep track of which side to get the shim out of. Alright, so this is the passenger side shim. I have to get a box or something to put this in, it's just freaking nasty. You know, I wonder how much horsepower all this gooey shit was robbing. Not like it had much to begin with. Here's that driver's side shim. I'm gonna take the pinion out of it too for a thorough bath. Got an 1.25 inch socket here, 6-point. So these stops pulled right out, they're in good shape yet actually. But these bushings got some dry rot going on. I got a bushing kit, I think it has new shells. I'm gonna go take a look at it once. There it is, it's the Summit kit. I got 8 shells. They all seem to be about the same size. I'm gonna go ahead and knock these 2 out. Front is pretty much stripped all the way down, except for the races for the pinion bearing. I'm gonna get all these parts washed up and I'll be back at you. So here's this rear end. I had pressure washed it, disassembled it, saw like gooey stuff in it. Disassembled all that, took it to the solvent tank, washed it out as best I could, and then steam cleaned it with a pressure washer. And then I washed it with soap and water. I had one of these, and I was using this bucket here, running it through the tubes. But I kind of made a mistake. I should have used this in the solvent tank to get all this crap out of these tubes. To like kind of plug that thing up. So it really isn't washed good enough at this point. So I'm just going to use some mineral spirits here with that, run it through there and try to get those tubes much cleaner. I got a smaller brush too that I'm going to run through here and here. So let's have a look inside one of these tubes once. It might look clean on video, but that is definitely not clean. All that caramel crap is still on there. So this mineral spirit's gonna make quick work of that though. That was crystal clear, now it's all grody. I'm gonna run this brush dipped in mineral spirits through these center areas now. Repeat with this axle. I got hot water tapped to this hose, which is nice. The crap in the bottom of that bucket is from after I had the solvent tank. Tried some dish soap here, trying to cut through the grease. Look at that stripe coming out of there. I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference, but all the gooey shit's gone now. So I'd call this rear end clean at this point. I'm going to assemble this rear end dry without the backing plates, just so the car is a roller. The AMC rear end did this too. Look, it's already rusting like immediately. Once this is assembled, I'm going to finish cleaning the exterior and then prime and paint it. I'll probably wash this out again before I actually rebuild it. Here are the drums that came off it. I blasted them already. It's like no corrosion. It's like they're brand new. It just came out of the box. This is all the cleaner this stuff is going to get. I'm not using any of this anyway. I'll be using that posi carrier out of the other rear end. This I might tape where the seal runs and then blast this for a nice finish. Here's that axle. So in theory, if it busts any place on this side of that bearing, your wheel would stay on. I had one break and actually broke in 3 spots. One of the spots was on this side of the bearing, so the tire rolled back into the quarter, bent it all up. I'm thinking it's probably still better than a C-clip rear end though. Or if it breaks, the whole thing can walk out. Boy, I'm looking at this. I wonder if this is like a fused axle. It's like, how would you get that on there? Those Moser axles are a little bit different, so we'll have a look at those eventually. Here's the seal. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.